Hi, my name is Dean Dutois with National Marine. We're here at the Florida Department of Health of Broward County to discuss an event that we created about 11 years ago. And it's been an industry game changer for the super yacht industry, but more importantly, for a charity that is very close to all of our hearts. When we started this event, it was never really at a purpose of giving to charities. It was to give back as a customer appreciation party. But the backbone to our event is the sponsors that are involved. The sponsors that help assist us to fund the entire event are the sponsors that have companies in Broward County. And when we started looking into charities, we found a charity that, as I said, relate to almost everybody. But more importantly, within our company, most recently, several key and staff members and families were affected by the very terrible disease of breast cancer. That's when we started looking into the Florida Breast Cancer Foundation. It was a charity that gave back to the community, and it's something that, as not just the sponsors, that all can relate as well by having staff members and within families that are affected. We felt it the best choice, without a doubt, that we could go ahead and put purpose to our event. And the purpose of that event was to give back. And we have been privileged to be a part of this industry, the super yacht community, which is a very generous industry that always has given back to charities and communities around the world. The most exciting part of this event is the funds that we have raised, which to date, in the past 3 years, is over $169,000. This has touched over 10,000 women in Broward County, and that is without a doubt the most rewarding gift that the staff of National Marine has given back to our community. Leading into that, the executive director that I would like to introduce of the Florida Breast Cancer Foundation, Mr. Russell Silverman.
The Florida Breast Cancer Foundation has as its mission saving lives, ending breast cancer through advocacy, education, and research. And it's education that one by one saves more lives than people could possibly imagine. It was a gift from heaven, if you will, that Dean called us and asked us if we would be part of the program that he puts on every year so that we could be the beneficiary of the National Marine suppliers and sponsors and the donors. I made a commitment to Dean. Our foundation made a commitment to Dean that we would use 100% of the money, 100 cents on every dollar, for the program that we would develop. Nothing would be taken out for administration, nothing would be taken out for development or for anything else. And we've lived up to that promise by creating a program in Broward County through the Florida Department of Health, which we'll talk about in just a moment. My wife is a breast cancer survivor. This year is 15 years. She was lucky. She was diagnosed very early. And those who are diagnosed with stage 0 or stage 1 breast cancer have an expectation of living at least 10 years. 90% live at least 10 years or more. But if you're diagnosed with late stage diagnosis, breast cancer, stage 4, metastasized breast cancer, the odds of you living at least 5 years diminish. Only 1 in 4 women make it to 5 years. So by going into those areas of Broward County with the iCares program, by talking with thousands and thousands of women, 10,000 is the estimate over the 2-year period of the program, we will actually reach women who need screening, who need to learn about breast cancer, and because of the screening, will be diagnosed earlier and we will save their lives. What this program does, what the donations do very directly, is save the lives of women. We can't thank National Marine suppliers, its sponsors, and its donors enough. There just are no words to say adequately the thank you that we wish to express. So to all of you, sponsors, donors, and to National Marine suppliers and the employees and staff of National Marine suppliers, for the $170,000 that you've donated already and what you are going to do in the future, we thank you. Your donations have saved the lives of women in Broward County. Now I'd like to introduce Travell McKyer, who is the care coordinator for the Florida Department of Health.
First off, I just want to say how pleased we are to receive the grant from the Florida Breast Cancer Foundation. It was an awesome day when we received a call from Russell, basically saying we'd like to, see if you'll be a good candidate for this project. And we had that conversation with him, and we were able to talk about our program and how we care about the people in Broward County, and how we have an infrastructure that's already set up that has the ability to go out and talk to women, to educate them. And then on top of that, we are a full service program, and that once we do the education and once we talk with the ladies, we're able to provide free mammogram screenings. And with that as well, if any of those screenings are abnormal, our program also pays for the follow-up. We pay for the ultrasound, we pay for the biopsies, and if they're diagnosed and they're citizens of the United States, we provide Medicaid for them so they can have treatment as well. What we were missing was the education part, the ability to get out into the community, the ability to go out and go to different venues. So we were able to hire someone for the Broward Cares program who did just that. And this is a 2-year program, but just a few short months, he was able to bring in over 3,000 ladies or talk to 3,000 people just to tell them about the program. So we're very, very happy and just thrilled that we're able to do this and reach out to more people. That's always our goal, to try to educate. And we know because of studies that are presented, the more you educate, the more you provide that education, the better women respond and the better they're able to come and take care of themselves. They feel empowered. And we're there to help them. We're there to give them that information as well as provide the screenings.
This event cannot take place without the support of our sponsors. We could never ever be able to do an event such as this without this support. This support leads into an industry game changer that is a very exciting thing that has basically affected our super yacht community, something giving back to them of how they've supported Broward County, South Florida, and most importantly, an event that everybody looks forward to during the Fort Lauderdale International Boat Show. We want to thank the sponsors that have played a part in the past. For that, the key to the success of giving the money and giving the funds that we've been able to donate to the Florida Breast Cancer Foundation is the biggest privilege and the biggest honor that we've been able to do to date.